Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with day 4 of Scrap Squad's 12 days of Christmas Scraplifts. And again, I'm going to do a fall page. It was scrapping a Thanksgiving Day photo. But this is the original, and I'm sorry that I cannot tell you who did this original. The strip at the bottom wasn't there, and I didn't click the link to Pinterest so that I could see. So I will try to go do that before I publish the video. Anyway, you can see it has a plaid strip, a couple of other strips behind, kind of building up layers behind the photo, some frames and some florals and some other, some tags and so forth kind of coming out from that vertical element. These are kind of at an angle up here, and this one has some straight tags coming out and some greenery in the title and so forth. So I'm going to kind of do that. And there are also some, looks like there's a little bit of mixed media. It looks like there's kind of a blue background around the field of the design itself, and then some splatters. And I'm using a solid pale aqua, whatever, cardstock instead of that mixed media. And I'm going to add sequins to in place of the splatters. Just kind of fun. I have the storybook, Flowers Falling, and Skylight, all of which have colors that I think will work with this. These obviously kind of go along with the color scheme of the papers, and these are kind of accents. They will really draw your eyes to wherever I put those. So I'm going to put those aside at the moment, and then we'll see what we're going. I have some twine here, some regular jute twine to go through my tags, but let's just kind of get the basic. But I have distressed the edges of the paper. Let me get this down, and I'm putting it kind of smack in the middle. I think that's right. Maybe not. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to put this up above and this kind of slightly below, and I want these to kind of stick out the same amount on each side. So, you know what I'm going to do though? I forgot. I'm going to stamp some stitching on these papers. I'm going to put the cardstock far away because it'll get ink on it otherwise. I'm just not that good at keeping things. Let's see. Where's my? Here's a sheet that can get some of the that can take some of the overstamping. Okay, so I've got this stamp that's kind of this irregular stitching, and I'm gonna do it across there, and then I'll do it again down here, except I'll do it a little bit okay. And now I'm going to go down the sides. I possibly could have done this ahead of time, but I kind of wanted to show you how easy it is to get the look of stitching even if you don't own a sewing machine or like using it. and that stitching is you know, it's meant to look kind of off kilter, uneven, not you know, perfectly sewn. It's a look, and let me see. If it doesn't quite meet like that, I can always do some embellishing. Okay, this I'm gonna do the sides first. Oh, I like how that looks. Even on the dark background, it really looks nice. It's a good technique. I'm gonna do that. See if the ink can. Yeah, the ink transfers nicely. Okay. And with the distressed edges, the stitching kind of looks like it's holding it on. It gives it a more of a fabric-like look. That and the stitching, if I curl up the edges, it will. I'm gonna do this first, and then I'm gonna do this. And there was enough ink that worked. Okay, now the pink is going to show, the contrast is going to be high, so I don't know that that means I'm going to be any more careful, but it wouldn't be a bad idea if it were. Okay, this one will go together quickly after I've got these little detail bits done. The only thing I'm a little concerned about, you know how much I love kind of die cut leaf sprig type greenery, and the original has some of that. It's the evergreen kind of Christmas greenery, but I kind of thought that some evergreen greenery would look nice on this, and I debated whether to die cut any, and I ended up not doing it, but I will question that. I'm kind of, I may have a little trouble using the supplies I have to create that same effect of that kind of looseness. I'll show you what I mean. This right here that kind of sweeps out, there's some greenery stamped or printed on that tag. There's a little bit out here. I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'll be fine. Okay, so let's get this guy here. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little more, and I'm going to put this down. Like so. There. And then the pink, go down with kind of up towards the top a little and overlapping the side just a little bit. And then the blue floral everything here is from my October main kit from Hip Kit Club. Okay, so there. And then we have the photo that's going to go right here. It's going to be a little bit different from the original in that I only have one photo. But I think I can build some interesting layers with some of the things I have over in my little tray here. But we'll see. You'll be the judge of that. Okay, I've got this. That I can put down here. Actually, I'm going to do it this way, or maybe I'll do it this way right here on the photo and then put the other one maybe up here. That's a little bit off, different from what you might expect, but I think it's going to work. I think that'll work just perfectly. And this is a picture of James and Katie picking up Ava from Ava's mom's on Thanksgiving Day. Now, I've got this. I was going to build this little group of tags kind of sticking out. This one's a little too long. So let me kind of do that. I'll try that. And then this may be a little kind of in like that. And then this I was going to put right there. And I'm going to put some foam in between so the separation is there, and then I'm going to run the twine through all three of those holes. And so that's going to be a fairly major design element. So I'm going to do it carefully, and I'm going to put a little foam tab to keep it pointing up. And here I'm going to put the foam right kind of in that same place. And I'll put that right there, and that sticks up. And then here I'm just going to stick this on with a foam tab. And maybe put it right there, and I'll go ahead and put it over this piece. I don't know why. I like breaking lines, and I'm thinking that I can do something like this and my two hearts on there. Oh, that has foam strip behind it. I'm gonna okay. Now, before I do much else there, let me get the twine through. This twine has been rolled in a fairly tight circle, so I'm going to stretch it out, and I'm gonna bring it up through here, and then through here. It didn't I can glue that down to maintain the profile that I want. Okay, and we're going there, and I'm gonna cut it right there, and we will see how we can. I'm gonna maybe curl this like so, and I'll glue it right here. And then I'm gonna do this kind of in a curly Q. Let me do this. I'm gonna feed that under and then make it sort of a loop right there, and then curl it back down here. Not happy with that. How about if I glued it right here and it went off the page? That's not gonna work, apparently. This twine has a little bit of a coating on it that makes it maybe resist the glue. You can kind of see how it sticks down in the glue and then it lifts right up. And if I need to, I can put a leaf there. Okay, so we'll see. I like this little chipboard icon. Neither of the girls nor James had on boots that day, and so it's not meant to be taken literally. I have this chipboard, or chipboard. This is a BrambleFox perspective, and it's at least 1 year old, probably more like 2 or maybe even 3. It came in a beautiful fall themed set that had non-traditional fall colors like pink, and the pink just looked so good with everything. Now, in the original, there were some chipboard Christmas themed pieces right stacked over this tab thing. I'm going to put this one like so, and that one like that. So I'm making this a fall page about fall. It's not specifically a Thanksgiving page, although you and I know that the photo was taken on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to go in the book with all the Thanksgiving pages, which is why I'm using the same collection for it. Now, I do ladybugs for Katie, and it's red, and I'm just going to put it right there, and I use baby squirrels for Ava, and I'm going to put this right here. Those squirrels that I use, and I forget to say this on every page that I use them, but I think most of you remember me saying that they were made for me by my friend Suzanne Madison, and she sent them to me all the way across the pond, and I have appreciated those so much. Okay, I've got this little mushroom. That should go right there, right? Or maybe coming up from there. No, not great. I'm maybe going to put the mushroom over behind the squirrel here. I'm not convinced. Okay, let's try to start adding in some of the leafy stuff. This is crazy. Let me get this pumpkin needs to be on like so. So I'm going to put it there. Where it was on the paper, the side had to be cut off because of the way I used it before. Okay, that looks kind of cool there. And I've got this banner. It says "Be a Pumpkin," and we kind of used to, in addition to calling her baby squirrel, we called Ava Pumpkin. I guess everybody calls every baby pumpkin at some point. I'm going to put this kind of right there. It doesn't say "Be a Pumpkin," it says "Hey Pumpkin." Okay, so I like that. Let's see. I'm going to put let's see what I have. For example, let's see if I can put that right there and this here and I can do something like that, and I'm going to just curl it up. I'll do a leaf coming out right there, kind of on this tag. I will put this in the center, and it will naturally curl. Just okay, let me tap it down with my tweezers. Okay, and then a blue leaf. Maybe right here. And another leaf. Let's say this little brown BrambleFox leaf. And I have a dark blue BrambleFox leaf. that I'm going to place kind of like that. And now I'm going to put a, do I want an acorn or another leaf? I'm going to go with this leaf to kind of fill this out right here. Okay, now I'm going to do something similar up here, except I probably want that doesn't look good there. Haven't decided whether or where I'm going to use that. I did pull these guys because there were ephemera in between them. They are great to add to that kind of look that the original had, of some little frames kind of sticking out. So I'm going to cut these in half, put a little glue, and find some places that they would look nice. I'm thinking right here, and that gives me kind of a place that I can put a, let's see, do I have a pumpkin that would be good there? There's a good pumpkin here, and then some other pumpkins to put on top. Let's try this. This pumpkin here, and this pumpkin here. I kind of like that. I've got to get some acorns in there too. Okay, and these pumpkins are fussy cut from, I'm going to move them up closer to the autumn thing, which means the bottom will be showing unless I do another pumpkin or an acorn or something. Okay. Do that, and then I'll see, I have this pumpkin, which is a different kind of color. Okay, there, and I've got this other side of that frame, and I've got some more greenery down here, and I could put it maybe right there, just as a little kind of color standing out against that orange piece. Let's get it that way. That's kind of, that looks legit. And I can put a couple of acorns here and here. Let's get foam behind those. There. And one more. I kind of like how it's looking. And I'm gonna try to slide that one under there. Maybe like that. And then I thought this would, that looks cute on the page, I think, but not right there. I do have this little top of an acorn that I can squeeze down into here to make it look like there's three. And given that one, maybe this one kind of right smack in the middle there would work. No, I don't like it. It's not the look I'm going for. So I'm going to go for some more greenery over here. And let me get a leaf, a blue leaf. Okay, that works there. And I want some more right up in here. So I'm going to go with this leaf kind of turned. I'll put it right there. And then I can do a blue one right there. And do I want another pumpkin maybe right there on top of the, it's kind of cute. And then I can have some more greenery coming out there. I don't have much. I have this blue leaf, which looks great on the blue, like down here. So I'm going to put it right there. And then I'll put this BrambleFox maple leaf right there, and another leaf kind of like I have these kind of hanging out there. I'm gonna put that right there. I will do this coral-ish leaf, kind of part of that little grouping. And then I've got my darn acorn here, so where do I want my acorn? I'm gonna I don't know where this acorn wants to be. I'm just gonna put it as part of this group over here. Kind of have it turned back around this way. I still am not seeing a room for that. I thought maybe I would use this under there, but I don't think so. I thought this lamp might work for an autumn page. Okay, so I've got that in there. That's glued and that's stuck. I have two little pale pink pumpkins that it could be added to this stack. Why not? I've cut them out. Let's use them. They're cute. Okay, and I have this chipboard leaf, which I tried to use in a previous page, and I'm not crazy about it, but it could kind of get hidden right there. Do you think? I'll hide it. If I've had trouble using it, I will add it to the page just as a kind of an accent. Now, I have this frame, which I'm also going to cut in half, and I'm going to add it to a vertical element. We'll go down here below the blue, the darker blue piece, and here I'm going to put it above the pink piece. Okay. Let me get that glued down. And down here, I'm going to add this little mushroom. And up there is where I'll have my two hearts. I'm going to put the mushroom on the blue paper and let it hang over the space with the, there we go. And up here, I'll put that right there. And I've got this foam heart. It's the last one I had left in the kit. The gold is BrambleFox. Okay, so there we go. Now, I like this picture perfect as a title. That's from a BrambleFox paper snip. And I had actually prepared it for another layout, and I didn't use it. Okay, now, all of that is done. I have this Fun Fall Moments, which could go right here. And then We Love the Sights, Sounds, and Colors of Autumn could go kind of down on the bottom of the photo. Let's do that. But none of these will be the title, I think. I think that I'm going to let the... Well, I don't know. Let's see. Fun Fall Moments, is that a good title? Is that better than Picture Perfect? It certainly specifies the theme. So let's use that as the title. So let me go here, across that leaf, and across the paper, and like that. Okay. And then I have these other bits, which I don't think I need to use. I was going to add, if I needed a touch of the navy blue, I was going to use that. Okay, so these are the pieces I'm not going to use. I have this wood, little disc of wood that came with something, I don't know what. Not sure where to put it. I think I'm just going to stick it right there. It works with this page because of the theme of the page, and this location works. Okay. Now, as I'm looking at it, I wish I had stamped stitching or even doodled stitching on the tags, but I'm happy with it. Unlike yesterday's page, which was published this morning, I wasn't particularly happy with how it turned out. It's growing on me, so I may actually post it. I haven't posted it yet. The video's out there, but I haven't posted the photo on Instagram or Facebook anywhere. It was my Scrap Backwards page, and I had left it to the last minute and forgotten about it, and I kind of let's see, where's my little tray? I'm going to pour a few of these in there. That's more than a few. And I'm going to pour very few of those. And then this, there's a type of sequin in here that I really love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour them into here, and I'm going to pick out the sequins I like. Okay. So now I'm going to go over to here, here, here. And I'm putting dots everywhere that I want a sequin. And it's going to take a minute, and I may stop the video before I, before I put them all over on this side as well. Let's... Here, I love this, and I like this pink, and I like the darker teal, and let's get a pink flower, maybe, on here, and let me get a... most of these I wanted to be tone on tone, and I think I'm going to be able to do that. I have quite a few of those. Of that blue. Let me get a teeny tiny one. And I'm going to get a pink one. Go right there. And you can kind of see how I'm bringing in lots of these colors, and then every once in a while I throw a curve with one of these. I'm going to use 2 on this, in this area. Okay, now that's my favorite sequin in the history of sequins. This color and this pattern. And it's got little concentric circles around it. That blue isn't anywhere else, but it certainly ties in with that. Let's get another of these solid ones. They have they reflect light a different way, and I like to include them on every page that I put sequins on, because it, these heavily cupped sequins are hard to handle. And it's hard to get them stuck on. Okay, let me get a pink one here. And then a tiny, I need the smallest little blue one that I can find. This one should work. I received my last shipment. The last shipment I'll ever receive, or anyone will ever receive, from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I just hate that that Jody's moving on to something else, but I'm sure she'll be great at it, and I wish her all the best. I have loved everything she did with Spiegel Mom Scraps. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here, and I'm gonna do something similar up there, so you'll see that when it's posted. And I'm gonna go try to get the video live right now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.